So you see people being featured in articles, and you see people being published and getting quoted in articles in really big publications and even smaller publications, and you're like, I want to do that. I'm just as amazing as they are. I have really good things to say. Why am I not being featured? And you're probably wondering how they're doing that and how you can do it too. And I'm here to tell you that I have the answer for you today, and it's really easy. So if you're not familiar with a site called HARO or HARO, I'm not really sure exactly how you say it, but it stands for Help a Reporter Out. You sign up with your email address, and 3 times a day, every single weekday, you will get an email with different links to different articles that are being written out there in the world. So think of it kind of as a Craigslist for reporters. Reporters go on to HARO and they say, hey, we're writing an article about this thing and we need this perfect person to contribute to this article. So they will write a short description about the article and tell you what to do. Normally, the HARO calls are like 1 sentence, maybe 2, and then they're done. They can be anonymous, so you have no clue who's asking for this cool thing, or they can have the publication listed. But when you sign up with your email address, you get these emails for free. So you can go through every single email that comes through into your inbox, and you can say, oh, okay, let me look in these different categories of these different help wanted pieces and see if I can contribute to any of them. Now, there's generally a pretty short deadline, and there's a specific way you need to go about replying to these to get accepted. I've been accepted to a couple of different articles, and if I've not been accepted, I have been told, hey, we want to get back in touch with you. Hopefully we can use you later, etc., etc. So there's a certain way to reply to these things and make sure you're putting your name to the top of the pile. Now, I'm no HARO expert. I just want to show you how you use it. So now that you've seen what the emails look like and how you reply, basically, I want to give you a couple of tips to help you get to be featured and be picked by one of these people. Now, my biggest tip is to keep your email short and sweet. So these people are reading thousands and thousands and thousands of emails a day. They are editors for major publications or online magazines, and they're literally reading thousands of emails a day, whether they are cold pitches coming in from people for their magazine or their publication, or they are these responses to their HARO calls. So you want to keep it short and sweet. I recommend just saying, hey, my name is whatever, and I'm an awesome person because I do this, and my answer to your question is below. I always recommend just keeping it crazy short and sweet. Then, second tip is you want to answer their question as if you were already picked to contribute to this article. So if they've said, what are your best tips for getting found on YouTube? I would go ahead and answer that question just like I would if I were writing it on my own blog or on a guest blog for someone else. So that way they can literally just copy and paste, publish it, and then they'll email me and be like, hey, by the way, we used you. So keep it short and sweet, and also make it ready for them. You don't want to have to give them a reason to have to come back to you and do all of that back and forth, because they won't do it. They're just going to go with the next person who had just as good of ideas as you did, but they put it in ready to copy and paste form. Now, the third tip I have for you in responding to these, make sure you include links to your own content and your own website wherever you can. So, of course, your website URL is probably in your email signature, but you know what? These people are busy. So you want to just type it out for them. Hey, if you pick this to go in your article, here is my website address so you can link back to my site. Also, if your answer lends itself well to include a piece of your content, make sure you link to that specifically in the answer so they don't have to do any work. Don't go too link heavy. You don't want the entire answer to be based back to your content. I actually probably more often than not don't link my content in my answer, because they're going to link to my website anyway, and if I've done my job right, I'll get people on my email list regardless. So those are my 3 tips when it comes to replying to HARO calls that come across your inbox. And if you need the links to sign up for HARO, they are below in the description. And if you liked what I threw down today, make sure and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, because I want to help you grow a better business. Like, that's my whole mission in life. And until next time, bye y'all.